City and Derby County from Valley Parade. I'm not kidding. This was a crazy, entertaining affair. Early on. How early? Minute 1. A wild break. Here comes Powell. He'll put it in. Deflects off the goalie. Rory DeLapp sends it in. 1-0 for Derby County. The visitors get a huge early goal. And they would get more a few minutes later. Minute 6. Up steps Belgian international Branko Strupa, second post, 2-0 Derby County as they seize control. However, Bradford City would have an answer, and his name is Dean Windus, the man from Scotland, former Aberdeen, former Oxford United, slips in there. 2-1, minute 11. Minute 18, somebody asked Mr. Windus, don't you use your Schlesinger 1? No, I use your Schlesinger 7. 2-2. Minute 18, off comes the jersey. Perhaps the next opponent for Mike Tyson on the European boxing circuit. Look at the pose down. Yeah. 2-2. A little bit later, as they say in England, a moment of controversy. The ball goes in for Bradford City. The goal wiped off. Why? We get the explanation. The referee confers with his assistant. And the final judgment, it's a red card to none other than Rory DeLapp, who held the player. And he would get sent off. You see the Bradford City players still complaining why the goal was disallowed. Another look. Watches DeLapp pull right there. Last defender. So he is off the pitch. It's 2-2, and up steps the penalty taker for Bradford City. Mark Who still wants an explanation. It's Peter Beagley. 3-2 for Bradford City. Minute 27, and it's worth it for those flips because 3 unanswered goals. Still in the first half, amazingly. Penalty kick comes up for Derby County as this one gets stranger and stranger. Already 2 goals for Dean Windus. How about a goal for another Scot? Craig Burley, the toothless wonder, makes it 3-3. Still in the first half. Minute 44, the hat trick for Windus. Amazing turn as Bradford City hold on here. Now we move on into half number 2. Another penalty kick. Up steps Craig Burley. There's the equalizer. But wait, there's more. Could we have hat tricks by 2 Scottish players in one match? You'll take that. No, he doesn't convert Craig Burley there. And in the end, the match ends 4-4.
Max, thank you very much.
Premiership goal of the season. Well, nobody said it was going to be easy for Sheffield Wednesday to stay up. And one thing's for sure, you don't get any favours from a Peter Reid side, and you don't get any favours from one of the game's finest finishers. And they can hardly believe it at Hillsborough. Sunderland lead by a goal to nil. And Sunderland fans who have come in their thousands here have seen their hero, Super Kev, strike again. Phillips, he's on the prowl again, and Gray is with him. And Sunderland are looking for a second here. Oh, they have a second! And it's Phillips who gets number 29 of a quite sensational season. Sheffield Wednesday's recent revival is abruptly halted, and Kevin Phillips has showed them how to tuck it away with both Sunderland goals. It's simple, really. Phillips has taken his chances. Sheffield Wednesday have not taken theirs.
Caught by Benali, the free kick that's got David Beckham jogging purposefully in from the right-hand side. Taha goes back on the post, but it's a brilliant goal from Beckham. Well, maybe the party has started at the Dell. We're only in the 8th minute. Southampton obviously had some theories about how to deal with this, but the fact is Beckham went to the goalkeeper's side and Moss couldn't keep it out. You could see Taha had dropped back by the post. And Hoddle trying to get a message down via the mobile phone to the bench. Philip Neville's been allowed to go a long, long way here, and it's 2-0. It's gone in off Benali. We still haven't had 15 minutes yet. The last touch off Southampton's number 15. But where was the challenge on Neville in the first place? And Philip Neville trying to play it across for Solskjaer, and Benali can only angle it into his own net. Solskjaer, you feel only complacency can get the better of them today. There's no sign of that as yet. Solskjaer picked out by Beckham. It's 3-0. Complacency. That couldn't be further from the truth. Hunger, desire, class. Champions. Manchester United. Not yet half an hour played. And they are 3 in front. And the selection of Solskjaer by Sir Alex Ferguson bears fruit again. And once more, Beckham played a very prominent part in a Manchester United goal. Pahas. Oh, Pahas cutting Manchester United apart and scoring a wonderful individual goal. A really high caliber effort. All right, it's late in the day here at the Dell. And some minds might be thinking in the visiting players about the celebrations that are surely shortly to come, but maybe just 1 or 2 doubts cast by the progress of Pahas. Bridge.
For Chris Armstrong. Well, he took it so coolly that he didn't have to think about it. Audacious flick to Anderson. That was an important save by Sullivan because it was party trick side from Tottenham Hotspur. Maybe Ginola was inspired by that Redondo move against Manchester United earlier in the week. Tottenham, remember, scored 7 against Southampton. Any benevolence will be punished. That's a great run. Here's Anderson! Oh, wonderful goal! Well, for a man who once had the nickname Sick Notes, he scored there on a slick note.
First time in by Ambrossetti caused problems for Vickers and for Schwarzer. Corner. Wise's corner and in, and not offside this time. Just Foyet. Chelsea off to a flyer, putting the disappointments of Barcelona behind them. And the man who spent so much of the night on the bench on Tuesday gets Chelsea off to a quick start. Header for little Dennis Wise, who goes on to the back post. Chelsea, though, with no one at the near post. It's Bahoy's domain. And it's Festa and in by Rickard. Middlesbrough have their first goal at Stamford Bridge since 1979.
Park. Sky blue and proud of it, but if you follow Coventry away, then expect the worst. He clearly does, while this fan appeared to be praying beforehand. Dominic Ostrowski and his brother Tony haven't missed an away match all season, so they've seen Gordon Strachan's side pick up a wretched 7 points from 51 on their travels. Are you going to win today, away?
I don't care. I'm here to see the...
Yes or no?
Yep, absolutely. A lucky fourth goal will dash West Ham's hope to the draw.
Why can't Coventry win away, sir?
Good question. I'd like an answer to that myself. Not me you should be asking that, is it? It's them that keep the ball round out there. They can't put it in the net.
You can't fault the effort and commitment of the team away from home. It just seems to be maybe a bit psychological.
Do you think it'll happen?
No.
And 7 minutes into the game, you could understand why. Paolo Di Canio made the opening. Michael Carrick finished it off from fully 30 yards. The teenagers' first goal for West Ham, well worth celebrating. Then from Di Canio's corner, the next to get in on the act was Javier Margas. That header made it 2-0 and was his first goal for the club as well. Second half, the crowd got the goal they were waiting for when Di Canio treated us to another special. There's little doubt in this part of East London, Di Canio can do no wrong. It's certainly entertainment with a capital E, the way he plays. The Di Canio show wasn't over yet, though, as he linked up with Scott Minto before going on to make it 4-0. That's 16 for the season. Little wonder there's no shortage of admirers.
It surprises me that he's not in the top 6 for the PFA Player of the Year. People must be looking at the wrong games, because he's been playing like that all season.
He's my father. He's my second father. No. He likes me because I pay a lot of money to him to say something like that.
And there's many who'd happily pay a lot to see Di Canio in full flow. The 31-year-old Italian is very definitely a class act. And he hadn't finished yet. His corner set up Frederic Canute at the back post for 5-0. 2 in 4 starts now for the young Frenchman. The Hammers want the loan deal permanent.
If we can't sign Freddie Canute, then there's something wrong, because he is an outstanding young player, and he's coming to West Ham, and we've got to make sure that he comes here, because if we let him slip through the net, there's got to be something wrong with us, because he's outstanding. There's no doubt about that. He's got everything.
As well as the goals, there was also some pretty amazing near misses. West Ham utterly dominant. And though he was beaten 5 times, Magnus Hedman also performed heroics. Yes, it was a pretty miserable afternoon all round for Strachan's men. And an especially painful one for Colin Hendry. A broken nose, a suspected fractured eye socket, and almost certainly ruled out for the rest of the season. He left Upton Park a far from happy man as the Coventry away jinx struck again.
I've got my own private thoughts about that, but then I've got to take responsibility in this as well, and it might look like I'm aiming it towards the players, which I've never done, and I'll never do that. The players are judged by the performance, and so am I. So the fans are there to judge us today, and they won't be thinking much about us, to be honest with you.
And as the team bus headed back for Highfield Road, Coventry now have just 2 chances at Newcastle and Watford for that elusive first away win.
Di Canio delivers.